When was the last time you took a whole entire day just to yourself, to just be with yourself, to pamper yourself? Well, I can tell you that I can't remember the last time I did that, but I took myself and a girlfriend off to a spa this weekend. Actually, this Wednesday, not this weekend. And I soaked and had a massage, and I soaked and had a facial, and I soaked and I sat in a salt cave and had a beautiful lunch. And I can't tell you how refreshed, renewed I felt. So it doesn't have to be as elaborate as that. I've never really spent that kind of time and money on myself for a whole day to just be pampered. But it was absolutely renewing. I had the best night's sleep. So I ask you, are you worth pampering yourself? And it doesn't have to be all about money and expenses and fancy things, but maybe just some simple things. Maybe just going out and getting yourself a beautiful bouquet of flowers and sitting down for a whole afternoon, or taking a walk in nature and reading a book. So I hope that you'll do something nice for yourself. Renew yourself. So this is Sandy Warren, Wellness with Attitude. And the theme of my business, my coaching, is navigating the curves of life. So I have a question for you, and I would really appreciate it if you would tag me with some comments. I'm developing an evergreen coaching, and it will begin in 2021. And evergreen means that you can come in at any time. You can stay for a month or 6 months, or you can be in it for a month or two, take a month off, and then come back in it. It will have some revolving topics that will be all about navigating the curves of life. So here are some chapters, topics, ideas that, as I think about the theme, I woke up this morning and these things just jumped in my head. So I would love to get your feedback. So choose your vehicle. Are you a Ford, a Ferrari, or a 4x4? What fits your personality? What do you want to gad about in? Start your engines. You have lots of gas, lots of energy, and you're ready to zoom? Or do you hold yourself back with some unknown fears or some known fears or some conditions or some old habits or other people's opinions? What holds you back from firing up your engines? How about getting out your map? Maybe you're an old time. I love to see my map. My mother loved her map. She couldn't leave home without her map. She just loved to look at where the roads went and figure out a plan and know where she was. Others plug in the GPS and hope for the best. And if they take you awry, as every once in a while they do, then it's an okay adventure to see where it takes you. Or you get kind of ticked off and you think that this GPS just didn't have your best interest at heart. So are you a map person, or are you a let's go for it GPSer? Are you going to bring a friend on your curves of life? Maybe it's a partner, maybe it's a husband or a wife, maybe it's a girlfriend, maybe it's a daughter or a son, maybe it's a dog or a cat. So are you going to fly solo, or are you going to take a buddy along, a partner along? Some of us are very comfortable being alone and don't find it lonely. Others really are very fidgety when we're alone, and we feel much better having somebody else around. So which kind of person are you, and are you honoring that on your curves of life? So cruise control. Are you going to set the cruise control, or are you kind of pedal to the metal? Do you like to be in control all the time, or are you willing to release some control and see where it takes you? So those are just the first few thoughts, chapters, and maybe next week I'll share the rest with you and see if you have any chapters, any um, issues that kind of get in the way of your curves of life, or maybe help you to celebrate your curves of life. So if there's something else I should add, I would surely love to hear it. So we've got time as we design this program, since it won't be starting out in 2021. But I will tell you that I think October, we're going to have a short 3-week session on gratitude. And in November, we're going to have a short 3-week session on expectations. That may, if you like it, extend into December. Always willing to hear your thoughts. Sandy Warren, Coach Sandy. Thinking about wellness with attitude and the curves of life that you're experiencing. Have a great weekend.